May I now invite our respected chairperson, Dr. Arun Shankar, Medical Director, Jyoti Davis Diabetes Hospital and Research Center, Secretary, IMA NEMA. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon. So, in this annual convention, we had so many discussions with regard to ambulatory blood glucose monitoring or assessment of glycemic variability, including the new sensors as well. So, I think we have the ideal person to discuss on the same to make it more clear and for helping HCPs to have a clear picture on what they should advise when they are seeing their patients with glycemic variability assessment with the help of ambulatory blood glucose monitoring. So we have Dr. Pratibha Karnad. She is the Head Professional Education and Medical Affairs LifeScan India, and she has written chapters in RSSD textbook on BGM, has conducted International Diabetes Center staged diabetes management program with 56 medical colleges in India. And she has more publications in index journals and presented papers in national and international conference. So without wasting time, over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Arun Shankar. And outside, I would like to thank Dr. Jyoti Dev and his team for a wonderful conference. And very good afternoon to all of you. So today I will be talking, we heard a lot about the CGMS, but I will be talking on the simplified data assessment for healthcare professionals with blood glucose monitoring. So can we get a data on AGP from a blood glucose monitoring, which is what I will be explaining to you, because two important things. India is not a reimbursement market. Okay. Second, CGMS availability is not, of course, definitely CGMS is good. Dr. Julia has told us what is future with AI and all will come. But what is so important for us, because India is not a reimbursement market, CGMS availability is not there, so we have developed something. So from a blood glucose monitoring, we can get the AGP graph. So this is which is very important. So the same AGP tool, whether person with diabetes is using BGM or CGM, we can get it. And people with diabetes use BGM to get the AGP graph intermittently. Only thing is, what is important, you should do a structured monitoring. So I'll be emphasizing on the structured monitoring also. So let's talk a little bit about this. So BGM usage will remain. ADA, current ADA has said BGM will remain in 2025 and onward. It is widely available. CGMS availability is very less, but BGM is widely available. And we have a technology which is developed with the International Diabetes Center, which I'll be talking to you now. So the standards of care says that if you do a structured monitoring, your HbA1c definitely reduces. This is from the American Diabetes Association. So let me tell you about structured monitoring, what we are to saying. The structured monitoring refers to blood glucose reading taken at a scheduled times based upon a person diabetes time and treatment plan. We all know one shoe size doesn't fit all. So the structured monitoring is very, very important. So in that we have a fasting, pre-meal, post-meal, bedtime, and during night time. So we all know fasting when we are doing pre-meal, post-meal, bedtime, mid-time for hypoglycemia. So these are the different types of structured monitoring is there. And the tips of reading the out of range is also very, very important. Like if any fasting readings are out of order, adjust the basal insulin. Pre-meal readings, adjust the bolus insulin. Post-meal, adjust the bolus insulin. Bedtime. I think here in India, we don't do bedtime much. You know, it is so important for a patient not to go in hypoglycemia. If bedtime reading comes below 100 milligram per deciliter, some snacks should be given it to a diabetes patient. That is very, very important to avoid the nocturnal hypoglycemia. So these are the structured monitoring tips which are there. So let me tell you about the what development we have done. We all know this is a one-touch Varioflex monitor, which shows the patient, educates them the blue, the green, and the red. You know, and that is what the blue is hypoglycemia. If the arrow comes on the green, it is the patient is in range, and if it is a red, it is hyperglycemia. And there is a Delica Lancet, because you are doing structured monitoring, so you will be pricking yourself for many times, and so that's why it is a painless free, it is a newer technology, and it's an excellent thing so that patient will not get the pain. So this is the it's the ecosystem. We have a Varioflex meter which is attached to a patient mobile app. Mobile app can be downloaded from the Android or iPhone from a Google Play Store, and it comes free for that, and this is what we can get. So, and I will be telling you the things about the mobile app which is there, and see, all data is in cloud. So from the blood glucose monitor, if you switch on the Bluetooth, it will come to the mobile app, and you will get the averages and all with that. So suboptimal usage of BGM is there in India, and why? Because of lack of time, lack of data, and barriers to interpreting data. So we have developed the One Touch Reveal app, okay, which is for the patient, which they can download, and for the doctors, which is a different app, which we can give, it's come free, and we can give it to them. So we can get with this, if you see the closing of the circle, between the two visits, what happens to the patient, doctor can see it on their laptop. It is so easy to see it on their laptop. You just select the date and you can see what happened between the two visits. So as I said, CGM gets a time in range. With this, we can get the reading in range. So this is the understanding the potential of a structured blood glucose. I had already one blood glucose reading will not give you AGP graph. Okay, it is a structured blood glucose monitoring which can give the BGM. So what now I'll be explaining it to you, the AGP report with the BGM. So we have LifeScan has a partnership with the, you all must be knowing about the International Diabetes Center, Dr. Richard Bernstein. So they have unleashed the potential of a blood glucose monitor, monitoring data with the ambulatory glucose profile. So we have a plenty of graph, patient summary graph and all. This is the new graph which is added, where you can get a data like a CGMS data. So what is the AGP report with BGM? Okay, so ambulatory glucose profile standardized, it's a single page report what you get, colorful visual graphs, you know, and the availability to the HCP and the people with diabetes, because you have mobile app for the patient and you have an app for the doctors, so the availability is there. And even see as an indicator that action may be needed, that it cannot tell where to ask, you know. So this is the graph what you can get ambulatory glucose profile from the BGM. If you can see the graph which is exactly like the CGM, okay? Or if you see the graph which is exactly like CGM, where you can, and the color indications are there. Low is, if you see the low color, it is hypoglycemia, in range it is green, and yellow and orange color, it is the hyperglycemia. Then the reading in the range by the day, so you can have a target. Target can be individualized for every patient, and the last 15 days report is there. So this is so important thing. If you do a structured monitoring with BGM, even if CGMS is not available, you can get the draft with the One Touch Reveal monitor. This is a very, very important new development what we have done. So the structured monitoring is, the evidence is there. Yes, definitely. Structured BGM is effective for people with type 2 diabetes, and consistent use of glucose data regardless of device, a CGM structured monitoring reduces the HbA1c. This is very important. And we have done a comparison with the Libre also. And what is the comparison study is showing that the SMBG group achieve similar HbA1c, whether you use the CGMS or whether you use this. So I'm not saying here that don't use CGMS, it's good. But where it is not available, between the use of two CGMS, if you do a structured monitoring with the VarioFlex meter, which has the one-touch reveal app, which can give you a similar type of a data. So now it is the right time for the AGP report, how accessible and affordable, okay? Then interpreting the retrospective glucose data between the two patient visits, and also accelerate and improve the decision making of HCP. You know, HCP by just seeing on the laptop or paper or particular one-page printout, you can make out what is the data which is all about, and enables the data from Bluetooth connected blood glucose meter, that is VarioFlex, and can be presented and shared between the people with diabetes and the HCPs. So this is really innovative. You know, like from a blood glucose monitor, we can give a AGP data. So there are 2-3 steps which is really important. I think this is for anything, you know, determine if the action is needed. Then second, where is the action needed? And the third is act, you know. So these are the 3 important things, what is determine, where, and the action where it is needed. So this is like less read. So hypoglycemia is still there, action is needed. Then where is the action needed? Because if you see there is a time zone and where it is high, many a times what time of the day the patient is going high, you need to take the action on that day. So this is where the action is needed is the second step. And the third step is like act on the data with the individual. Adjust, and adjust. Very important. You know, a particular individual has a particular graph, so you need to adjust. So do we have a clinical evidence on that? Yes, we have. There is a study which is improved glycemic control using a Bluetooth connected blood glucose meter and a mobile app. And that is a study which is done in 1,44,000 patients. Okay, and I will tell you the result. It shows that if you use the app, if the patient uses the app and the doctor also sees the data through the app, there is a reduction in the HbA1c, there is a reduction in the reading in range and a hyperglycemic reading. So it is very important. The app gives you education. You know, patient understand whether you are in the range, you are out of range, or you are going low. So this is what the app can tell you, and it is no one has to do anything. It is all automatic. You know, patients just have to test it. It goes on the Bluetooth, it will go to patient mobile app, and from patient mobile app, it will go to the doctor's app. The doctor just, like all of you just have to accept like a Facebook request acceptance, and all the data will come. And let me tell you one thing, this is your data and your patient data. No one else has the visibility of that. That is the confidentiality is very important, that this is the very simple thing, that nobody, and everything is in cloud. So as many as number of patient data can be given there. So then second, in Indian, Dr. Makkar, you all must be knowing from Delhi, he has done this study, comparison with Libre, with the one-touch reveal app, and has found that yes, definitely this is a very good thing, and the same HbA1c reduction and reading in range with the AGP graph he has found. So we have a foreign data and a global data and also the Indian data to prove that. And if you see in the introduction what he has written, you know, India is out of pocket market, okay? Availability of CGMS is not there. everywhere. So if we just want a AGP report, also we get a patient summary report, different types of report we get. You select, you can tell your diabetes educator to select the report as per whatever is required. And then you just see that one page report. So app does everything for you. You don't, and there is a logbook also, which is also in that color show technology format. You know, the colors are there, so patients understand, and also you understand what is the different colors are there. So this is what is the One Touch Meters and Reveal mobile app, optimal outcomes of the blood glucose monitor in range. You know why I had kept that in between chameleon picture? Anybody? Just a curiosity. Which changes the color, you know, for his safety. For his safety, and that is why if you see, if you want to be in the range, you know, the One Touch Reveal app which is there, which is very, very, very important. So it gives you, for your patients, the understanding, the education, patient can act on that. The same data comes to you in a different report form, a patient summary form. You can just select the date between the two visits and you will get to know what patient is doing. So this is a very important thing. So this is what I am trying to do. So flexible data-driven remote care. This is a remote care for the COVID or all these things. You know, it was very important thing where we had seen that telemedicine things and remotely monitoring of patient. And now also, as I said, doctor to patient ratio is is increasing. So if you have this understanding between the two visits, how can you get the patient data? And when the patient comes, just a printout of either ambulatory glucose profile or patient summary or logbook. But for that two visits, you can very well, with a less period of time, can really give guidance to the patient, and patient will also know that whether they are in the range or out of range. So this is what my summary slide is there. So BJM remains still a tool for people with diabetes. Color range indicator is every tool for patients to understand the reading. The arrow will immediately tell. Data with context improves interpreting and willingness to act results by the people with diabetes. So if you give them your medication and how it is working for them, they will definitely act on that. Third point, with application of a One Touch Reveal app, SMBG analyzing or blood glucose analyzing, results have become easier so that they can better work with people with diabetes to improve the glycemic outcome. And in most cases, continuous use of CGMS is not needed. Do you agree with me? Everybody doesn't require the CGMS is all the time. I know for a selected patient, definitely type 1 diabetes and all, it is required. But continuously, and it is not possible also putting continuous CGMS every time. So that is in between the use of CGMS, you can do a structured monitoring to get the profile. And the structured improvement reading in range and clinically meaningful outcomes has been found for people with diabetes. And the last point which I will be like to tell, with the same AGP tool, whether person with diabetes is usually using blood glucose monitor, we have a lot of clinical evidence for that, or a CGMS, you can get the ambulatory glucose profile. This is the latest development what we have done with the IDC, and with the blood glucose monitoring, you do a structured monitoring, you are going to get the IGP graph. So thank you for patient listening. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. This was really the simplified way to have an idea with regard to how you can help the patients to have a better control with the help of BGM and with the help of that creating the ambulatory glucose profile.
Yeah.
So any questions from the audience? I think it is very clear for them.
Yeah.
That's why they are not having any queries. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear speaker and chairperson. Up next, we move on to the fascinating topic on the essential shortlist